Hello, everyone, and welcome to part one of this four-part introduction to Pilates. In this series, I will be breaking down some of the basics of Pilates. Whether you do mat Pilates or Pilates on the apparatuses, these movements and concepts will be your foundation. In this video, we'll be focusing on the supine work, the work you do laying down on your back. One key benefit of supine work is the feedback you get from the floor or the ground beneath you as you attempt to make Pilates shapes. From there, we will progress to other planes of motion. We will start with some deep breathing, sitting upright, legs crossed. And just take some deep breaths at whatever speed makes you feel most relaxed in this moment. Feel how the energy travels upwards through your body and out through the crown of your head as you inhale, and how the energy travels downward into the soil when you exhale. Allow your mind, body, and spirit to synchronize as you intentionally arrive here today. Let's set the intention for learning, to open yourself up to change, and allow yourself to be excited about the transformation that occurs when you show up holistically for yourself. Continue that deep breathing, regulating the nervous system, and setting the intention to be present on this journey. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Continue here. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Take a moment to bring your awareness to the present moment and to the conscious movement of your body. Let's get started. Lie down on your back with your knees bent. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, let your rib cage collapse downward. Then use your ab muscles to keep them down. Now let's continue connecting the breath to the movement. Use your deep core muscles to exhale and imprint your spine, which means you press your lumbar spine into the mat and let your pelvis tilt upwards. Then inhale as you return to your starting position. Let's talk about your pelvic position. Rock your pelvis back and forth to warm up the lumbar spine. When you can feel your tailbone on the mat, you are in neutral. When you tuck your pelvis towards your face, your spine will naturally imprint into the mat. Our first exercise will bring us into spinal flexion by articulating from the pelvis first and ending up in a bridge position. Pause in your neutral spine and take an inhale. As you exhale, round your spine by tucking your pelvis and establish that abdominal connection. And now let your hamstrings help you lift into a bridge position. Inhale and pause, and now articulate all the way down sequentially through the spine, maintaining your C curve. Then go back to neutral. We will do 4 more of these. Take your time. Make sure you're keeping your chest open and ribs down. Exhale, curling up the hips and slowly peeling off the mat. Inhale at the top, pause. And as you exhale, tuck your pelvis even more and slowly lower back down onto the mat, bone by bone. And finally, the pelvis goes back into neutral. And exhale, curling the pelvis in and lifting the hips up. Stabilizing through the shoulders and the arms. Inhale, pause. And exhale, lowering down bone by bone, all the way down. Pelvis back to neutral. Continue this movement for a few more repetitions, continuing to synchronize your breath with every movement. Last one here. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pelvis in, lifting your hips up, articulating through the spine. Inhale, pause at the top. And exhale, slowly lowering down sequentially through the spine. Very nice. Now let's continue our spinal flexion work by way of the head and chest lifting. We are activating our deep abdominal muscles with our exhale, which allows us to naturally keep the ribs down. Interlace your fingers behind your head and take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your head and chest and use your abdominals to press your spine into the mat and look toward your knees. Inhale and pause, and as you exhale, slowly articulate down to the floor, pause, and inhale again. To help find that position, lightly reach your arms forward and hold onto the backs of your legs to help you go even deeper into that position. Pause and inhale, and return to your start position with an exhale. Continue this movement, and remember to synchronize your breathing with every movement. Exhale to lift, inhale, pause, and exhale to lower back down. Inhale, pause, and exhale, lift. Inhale, and exhale, lower. Find your flow. Last one here. Inhale, pause, and exhale to lower all the way back down. Now we'll challenge our balance and connection. Lift your right leg into tabletop, and now bring your left leg to meet it with your knees over your hips and knees in line with your toes. Lift your arms straight up, then reach them back as far as you can without flaring the ribs. You can probably already feel your abs working. Take an inhale, exhale, and lift your head and chest while bringing your arms straight down by your sides. Inhale, keep your chest lifted as you allow your arms to lift back up until your arms reach 90 degrees from the head, and then the whole shape comes back down to your starting position. That's a lot of information, but take your time. You've got this. Let's go again. Continue synchronizing your breath with the movement. And exhale. We've got 3 more right here. Reach forward. Press your lower back into the mat. Inhale, lift the arms, and then slowly lower your head and arms down. Reach your arms back behind you. And 2 more here. Exhale, lift, and reach forward. Inhale, lift your arms, and slowly lower your head down. Reach your arms back. Last one here. Exhale, lift, reach forward. Inhale, lift, and lower back down. Very nice. Hug your knees into your chest and take a rest, rocking side to side if you like. Now we're going to work the spinal rotators. We are adding a twist to our chest lift. Interlace your fingers behind your head again. Take an inhale and exhale. Lift your head and chest and rotate your spine toward the right, looking right outside your right knee. Inhale back to center, staying lifted in the head and chest, and exhale to rotate to the left and inhale back to center. Remember to continue syncing your breath with the movement. Exhale to twist and lift. Inhale, center. Exhale to twist and lift. You can reach your left arm toward the outside of your right knee to help you come up a little higher. Then repeat that on the other side. Focus on connecting your exhale with your core engagement. The exhale will make sure that your belly button and ribs continue melting down into the floor. Exhale, lift. Inhale, center. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, center. Very good. Find that flow. And relax down. Very nice. Now keep your head relaxed on the mat and extend your arms out into a T position. Lift your right leg into tabletop and then your left leg, making sure your knees are over your hips and shins are in line with your knees. Let your ribs melt into the mat and take an inhale as you roll onto the side of your hip, keeping both shoulders pressing down into the mat. Exhale and roll your hips back to center using your abs and obliques. Continue knitting your ribs together and inhale, roll onto your left side. Continue with this pattern. Remember to keep your shoulders in contact with the mat during the whole exercise. And inhale over. Exhale, center. Inhale over. Exhale, center. Getting a nice twist in the lumbar spine, keeping the upper back nice and stable there. Exhale, center. Inhale over. Exhale, center. Last round here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Woo! Hopefully you were feeling your obliques on that one. And now we mobilize the hip flexors by bringing your right leg into tabletop with your toes pointed, maintaining the shape of your leg, and lower it down with an inhale and exhale to lift. Keep your trunk stable and ribs down. Use your exhale to activate your core even deeper. And exhale, lift. And exhale, lift. And relax down. Switch legs, same thing on the left side. Bring your left leg into tabletop, stabilize your trunk, and remember to keep your ribs down. And exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Relax down. Let's progress from here. Bring your right leg into tabletop, then your left, and prepare to do the same exercise, alternating legs, moving simultaneously. Inhale to change, exhale to land. Remember to use your exhale to deepen your core connection. Focus on planting your trunk into the floor, keeping your pelvis as still as possible. And exhale, exhale. And relax down, one leg at a time. Very good. Stretch your legs long on the mat. Point your right toes and slowly bend your knee and slide your foot along the mat and bring it towards your bottom. Then straighten your leg toward the sky. Flex your foot from the ankle joint and draw circles going across your body, down, and back to your starting position, alternating your breathing pattern. Exhale on one and inhale on the next. Reverse your circle and continue alternating your breathing. Focus on keeping your ribs down and pelvis stable. If your pelvis is moving, make your circles smaller. Bend your knee and slide your toes along the mat and relax your leg down. We'll do the same thing on your other side. Bend your knee in and lift your leg straight up and flex your foot down. Start that circle going across your body, circle. You want to drop the leg down and catch it at the top. And inhale. And exhale. One more. And inhale. Get ready to switch. And exhale. Reverse your circle. Use your deep core muscles to stabilize your body so that the only thing moving is your leg from the hip joint. Last one, bend your knee and slide your toes onto the mat and take a rest. Very nice. Great work today. I recommend that you come back to this video every day to continue deepening your understanding of these movements and strengthening that mind-body connection. In the next video, we'll be doing side lying work, which will challenge balance, core engagement, and lower body activation. For now, just settle into this moment. Let everything you've learned, or that you've been reminded of, melt into your subconscious mind. Take some slow, deep breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, finding deeper relaxation with every breath. Remember that everything is a practice. The more you come back to it, the deeper your understanding and connection. Any discomfort or misunderstanding is part of the journey. It's the beginning of transformation. You are becoming a new version of yourself every day. You are in control. You are powerful. Remember that you train your mind to move in whatever direction you want, so it's important to stay present and grounded, and keep in mind where you'd like to go. We don't have a choice in going. We just have a choice in which direction to go. Life is always in motion. And if you'd like, you can sit back in that cross-legged position and bring your hands to your heart in prayer position. Take a deep inhale and exhale. If you'd like to join me, bow your head. Namaste.